So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance to the turns they light. So jump in the moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me ain't no options. Say less.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll look to throw. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Throwing here on third, and that's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. That one good for 29.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and lived to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge game.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this all the way home. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Colts move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete to the rookie from Clemson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Back to throw. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Colts out to the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Second and 7. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Touchdown, Indy.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Next to score, Colts 14-9-6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
He'll look to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he will get into the end zone. Davison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. The extra point is good. And the Lions move back to within 1. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop the throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Colts about to kick this one away. Will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Down the sideline, past the 40. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick 1st down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now, an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. It's Hutch. Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Quickly out to Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. When the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Williams in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Lions will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly had the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And He's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. And made right side. It's Johnson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He is going to have a Colts 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's going to be taken down. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Through the contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
The ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing here on 3rd and goal.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs.
And this one is blocked. He gets free inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now for Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd down and 3. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. Now, faking the give. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. And he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. Now, fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Out quickly to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
If you're trying to do something, you got to lead with the bounds.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed.
Good blocking, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's Taylor. Does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
On the give, this is Taylor. The speed on display. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Colts are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Back to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That's his third touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the first down. Tight end, that's Johnson. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Colts.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Quick throw, taken in, and a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in, and he is going to have a Colts first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. The Lions call their first timeout.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
2nd and 11. They'll look to throw again. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their...
To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And the defense has it.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And this is going to be no good, but penalty flags come raining in. This could very well be a roughing call. Another extra point opportunity here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
First and 10 now from the 36. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse.
The wide receiver carries on the end around. He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And he pitches it. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. Second down and 8. A toss to the right. And here comes Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Lions add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll look to throw. That one taken in by Mitchell. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Now, faking the give. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield, and now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Here comes the blitz as he... Oh, they're on him in a crash, and he's lost the football. The Lions have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. The extra point is good. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now he'll give it up. It's a reverse. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. They bounced back from the loss last week. They put in a determined effort. Come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico.